Amid the frenzy of everyday life, where every second seems to dissolve in the rush of modern life, we rarely allow ourselves a pause to reflect on the subtleties that make up our existence. It's as if we're constantly looking for the next step, the next achievement, forgetting that true wealth often lies in the spaces between the moments. I'd say it's as if we were drowning in tasks, but we don't realize that the ocean is much vaster than we imagine. How many times during the week do we find ourselves immersed in a routine that unfolds almost automatically? We wake up, fulfill our obligations, face challenges, and, at the end of the day, pick up the pieces of lost moments. But what if, in the midst of this incessant cycle, there is a way to enter the deepest recesses of our existence? So today, I invite you to dive into a different journey, a journey of reflection and introspection. I propose a deliberate pause, after all, in the midst of the rush that often obscures essential issues. When was the last time we simply paused and took a simple breath? Among the daily tasks, we forget to ask ourselves about the purpose behind everything we do. So today will be a conversation without ready-made formulas or immediate answers. I would like to invite each of you to dive into this dialogue about life and its mysteries, so that together we can unravel the layers that often go unnoticed. Perhaps today I won't bring you definitive answers, but maybe I can open the door to really meaningful questions. After all, this is a journey of reflection and introspection, right? So, let's explore the labyrinths of our existence, looking beyond the surface and trying to understand what really matters. After all, life is much more than a succession of events. It's a collection of experiences, emotions, and relationships. When we think about the complexities of life, we are faced with a vast, but at the same time, delicate territory. It's as if we're on a journey through an unknown map, without fully understanding our surroundings. And it is here that we inevitably come up against the margins of mortality, a frontier that awakens profound questions about the meaning of life. After all, what is life without the counterpoint of finitude? The simple mention of death can evoke feelings of anguish and discomfort, because confronting finitude is a challenge for the human mind. But it is precisely this awareness that offers us a clear perspective on the way we choose to live our lives. The perception of death is not uniform. Each mind is a unique universe, responding differently to the understanding of each passing moment. To understand how our brains work out this complex reality is to take the first steps towards unraveling the mysteries of human consciousness. When we confront the idea of mortality, various regions of the brain go into action. Warning signals are triggered, causing anxiety in the face of the unknown. Meanwhile, our most rational part tries to decipher and contextualize this information. But I believe that the awareness of mortality can also act as an impetus for the search for meaning, stimulating creativity and innovation, all so that we can have a more fulfilling existence. Reflecting on death is like entering a vast library, where philosophers throughout history have recorded their peculiar views on this inescapable enigma. Some saw death as the great equalizer, the event that, at the end of all journeys, would level all human experiences. Others saw it as an ally in the search for truth, a wise counselor who illuminates the brevity of existence. And when we analyze these perspectives, we come across ancient wisdom that resonates through the centuries. Plato, for example, saw death as the liberation of the soul from the body, a journey towards the realm of eternal ideas. Aristotle, on the other hand, saw death as the final destination to be accepted with resignation, an intrinsic part of the cosmic order. It's a reflection that also leads us to explore how ancient philosophers perceived the connection between life and death. Faced with the certainty of death, many of them sought to extract meaning and purpose from their existences. Some of the Stoic philosophy, argued that accepting mortality is the first step towards transcending trivial concerns and focusing on what we can control, our actions and attitudes. The transition from life to death, from the perspective of these thinkers, becomes an opportunity to deepen our understanding of what really matters. Because in a world saturated with distractions, awareness of finitude can be the compass that guides our choices and encourages us to live meaningfully. These are perspectives that invite us to transcend the fear of death and to embrace our life's journey as a catalyst for a more authentic and fulfilling existence. Various ancient cultures treasured over the centuries have offered unique views on life and death. Like, for example, in the teachings of Buddhism, a spiritual tradition that guides us to live consciously. Imagine that life is like a river that never stops flowing, always changing. The Buddhist sages tell us that death is not the end of this river, but just a bend. It's as if life continues in an eternal dance. For them, death is not the end, but a transition. It is a continuity, a metamorphosis in the cosmic dance of existence. For Buddhism, to understand death is to understand life itself. So, given the various perspectives I've shared here, how can we bring these ancient lessons into our daily lives? Look, reflecting on life reveals a reality that is often overlooked. There are those who are physically present, but somehow absent from existence itself. It's a silent tragedy, marked by limitations in the emotional, family, social, and spiritual dimensions. It's like wandering without connection to oneself and others, a way of existing that, in some ways, resembles physical death. We often put off living. We say that we will live after work or at some future time, as if life were a switch that we could turn on or off at any time. We simply forget that life is not a simple on-off button. It unfolds every day, and many seem to ignore this daily journey. Silent death occurs when we neglect the need to take care of ourselves, when we simply exist without reflecting on the true meaning of our existence and what really brings us joy. This death, although silent, has devastating internal effects. Saying that we will live tomorrow is a dangerous postponement because the choice to live is not something we can control like a switch. Life is happening every moment, and few really realize the preciousness of this continuous present. In a world where time is scarce, many of us don't invest enough in ourselves. It's as if we were dying every day, oblivious to this awareness. We die before death by neglecting ourselves. In this scenario, cultivating hope becomes crucial to facing the inevitable adversities. It's the belief that life deserves to be lived, not just in the future, but from this very moment, right now. It's not a question of escaping from reality, but of fully enjoying everything that life has to offer us. Exactly today, right now, we can choose to no longer escape from life, but to embrace it in its entirety. This does not imply the absence of challenges, but rather the willingness to savor every moment, even the difficult ones. After all, it is in the challenges that we find opportunities to grow, learn, and, above all, live fully. With this perspective, we start to care more about the people around us. It's as if we're living in a way that's more connected to the whole. So, I believe that expanding our compassion is something really enriching in our journey. It's a way of living consciously, not just for ourselves, but in harmony with the universe around us. Since we'll all face death one day, why not enjoy the here and now? Why not enjoy the present moment? And to connect with the now, there's nothing better than practicing mindfulness, which is a way of paying attention to the present without worrying too much about the future or getting stuck in the past. It's like taking a break to enjoy the now. Instead of worrying too much about the future, we can just focus on the present. We can do our best now, and the future will take care of itself. Wouldn't it be better that way? Things are as they are, so there's no point in fighting the inevitable. We can embrace reality, our present moment, and find peace in acceptance. In this way, we bring wisdom and peace into our daily lives, creating a lighter and more peaceful journey. So, try to face life as it is, accepting the inevitabilities and focusing on what you can control. This extends to understanding our own finitude, because when we accept the passing nature of our existence, we are guided to live in the present moment in a full and meaningful way. After all, embracing the now also means building a legacy of meaningful experiences that transcend life itself. Life, in its essence, is permeated with uncertainty, and this is an aspect that is intertwined in a complex way with our perception of mortality. Uncertainty, as an inseparable shadow of our existence, plays a significant role in the way we face finitude. When we are faced with mortality, we are inevitably confronted with the uncertainty of what is beyond. But when we expand our consciousness, we are called to embrace not only the inevitable, but also that which is beyond our immediate comprehension. In this search, we find in the acceptance of uncertainty a path to serenity and a deeper understanding of our purpose. And this is where acceptance of the unknown becomes a transformative tool. For what gives us the courage to face the unknown is not resistance, but serene surrender to the flow of life. Acceptance is like a soft flame that illuminates the shadows of doubt and fear, allowing us to walk with confidence towards the mystery of life and death. In this way, we immerse ourselves not only in the mysteries of life and death, but also in the certainty that by accepting the unknown, we expand our understanding of what it means to truly exist. I've already thought a lot about this subject, about the relationship between life and death, and there's only one thing that I believe makes total sense: having a conscious life. Whatever our view of death, perhaps our best choice for this very moment is just to live, enjoy, and make the most of our experience consciously. To live a conscious life is to transcend the superficiality of existence and dive into the depths of who we really are. It means being fully present in every aspect of life, from the briefest moments to the most profound experiences. Because the basis of a conscious life is the acceptance of impermanence. Understanding that everything in life is transitory frees us from the grip of fear and anxiety. Having a conscious life is learning to value each moment, recognizing the unique beauty that is even in the momentary. Having a conscious life is embracing the totality of our human experience. It's living authentically, connected to the essence of who we are, and to the richness of the world around us. It's discovering that true plenitude is found not just in observing life, but in consciously participating in its eternal movement. This awareness is connected to every aspect of our daily lives. Whether you're brushing your teeth or even walking, be fully present. So, feel the breeze as you walk. Feel the ground beneath your feet. In every interaction in our routine, it is essential to be authentically present. These practices, apparently simple, transform our routine into sacred rituals, reminding us of the preciousness of each breath, of each moment. So may we, from now on, not just observe, but consciously participate in the eternal movement of life, recognizing the unique beauty that is in every moment, in every detail. Because, as I said, having a conscious life is discovering that true plenitude is found in active and authentic participation in the unfolding of our lives. So, my dear friends, live, but live aware of this divine gift that has been given to us. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and for joining me. Take care and see you soon.